Hi, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. I'm so excited to do your reading today. Today's Pick a Card Love reading is going to focus on your next boyfriend, your next love, and we're going to try and get details about that connection. And I thought I'd go back old school and use one of my oldest decks, an old rider deck, so it's very traditional, which is fun. And I picked 4 major arcana for you to choose from, so kind of see which energy is calling to you, and we'll go from there. Group 1, you have the Magician. Group 2, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Group 3, you have the Fool, and Group 4 has the High Priestess. Okay, so as always, these are general readings. Some messages won't work, some will. Take what works, leave the rest behind. Trust your intuition above all else, and most of all, have fun, okay? So let's get started. I'll see you in a minute. Hi, number 1. Let's get started with your reading today. You were drawn to the Magician energy. And I love the Magician card, obviously. It is all about the ability to manifest your dreams, your wishes, as above, so below. The Magician has all of the tools on the table that he needs to bring his dreams to earth. The thing about the Magician card is it's really an advice to actually take action. It's like, listen, you have everything you need, but you have to actually start. It's like you got to go for it. It's connected to Virgo and Gemini because it's Mercury ruled. We also have that beautiful infinity symbol on the top there. And you can see all the tools on the table. So let's get started and see how this connects for you today about this person coming in. I'm very curious about that. Today's reading is going to focus on your next boyfriend and as much info as we can get. So let's start with the person themselves. Like, who is this? Let's get a handle on who this is, and then we'll go from there. Get comfy, get cozy. It's super early here. I haven't even had my tea. I'm trying to get this reading done for you guys before I start my day, and there I am, doing a lot. Okay, interesting. It's funny that I just went off on that and then, of course, pulled the 10 of Wands. So I feel like this person and I have a lot in common. Very busy. Fire sign energy. 6 of Pentacles. Ooh, looking for their queen. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Move this over. Okay, so it's interesting. This person has the King of Pentacles here with the Magician, so that can be Virgo energy. But let's go through this. So what I see here is somebody that is a really hard worker, somebody who has a lot going on. Okay, I almost feel like they may, in some ways, be taken advantage of sometimes because they are so generous with their time and their energy. I feel like they are someone who is very close to their parents. I think they come from a very sort of traditional family, um, where the mom provided a lot of emotional support, very sensitive and caring person, and the dad was the provider, somebody who kind of took care of all the business stuff, somebody who's very financially secure. Um, you know, somebody who was careful with their money, somebody who made sure that everybody had everything they needed. So I feel like this person has an idea in their head of what they want in a relationship. And I feel like it's very similar to what their parents had or have, which is a very sort of traditional roles and a very stable. I feel like this person comes from a very stable family. I do feel like right at the moment there's something, or there maybe even in their personality, where they want this relationship, but they help other people or take on so many projects and things that, like I said, sometimes they're taken advantage of. I definitely get a very good natured person here, um, but I feel like they don't have time. They haven't had time for a relationship because they've been so busy. But they have it in their mind. They know what they want. They want to manifest this connection, which is very traditional. And they want to do all these things. And that's why they're feeling like overwhelmed. And they can't say no. You know, this is somebody that says yes to everybody. Okay, that's what I'm getting so far. Let's see how you connect with this person. How do you meet? Ooh, Chariot. Um, Look at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay, so I think with the chariot is a seven. Okay. Sevens are really about spiritual lessons. Um, it's like things that you need to do in order to move forward, on your path. Seven is connected to Cancer. I mean, excuse me, the chariot. See, I told you it was early. The chariot is connected to Cancer, and we have the Queen of Cups there, so that's kind of interesting. Um, the chariot is a new direction, a major life change. It's going in a whole new direction. It's like, you know, this person has the wand in their hand, and that wand is the magician's wand. So that's kind of interesting because now we're focused on how you're going to meet. And this comes when someone's made a decision and they know that they want to do something and they are moving forward in their life. Okay. So the way that you meet is somehow connected to this person saying, you know what, I need to do it. I need to go for it. Um, there could be a move of some sort. Let's pull another card, but you see how the magician has the wand and then they take it down to earth and they make a choice and they make a decision and then they go forward. They're like, okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's see what this decision is about. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is all about new projects, okay, new ventures. It's also about communication. It shows ideas, inspiration, the way someone expresses themselves. It's like some sort of invitation, offer, um, some sort of message. So I feel like, yeah, there's some sort of new opportunity that brings the two of you together. Now, it could be a job. It could be a job opportunity for this person because we do have a lot of focus here on the pentacle, which is the coin. Yeah, this person could get a job offer that brings them closer to you, and that's how you meet. I feel like it could be connected here to this 10 of Wands because tens are endings. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed, pentacles and coins, that's money. Um, this can also be like, I feel like someone is getting cut out with that sword. They make a choice to end this because someone's taken advantage of them and they take a new job, go in a new direction. That's how you meet. Huh. Page of Cups reversed. Two pages next to each other. The Page of Cups is always kind of a surprise message, a surprise offer, connected to Pisces energy. Um, it's reversed. So, and we've got two pages next to each other, which is kind of interesting. Um, the Page of Cups. Page of Cups reverse could mean that there are some sort of doubts or some sort of block. Um, why is that? Let me pull another card on the Page of Cups. Aha. Now, isn't that interesting? This was going this way. Okay. Three of Pentacles reversed. Um, I feel like this person, for some reason, is nervous about expressing their feelings for you. And I feel like for some reason, they don't think that you're going to be receptive to them. And I think the reason is because either you have like, either there's people around you, like your friends, or colleagues, somebody who's going to have an issue with it. It could be somebody above you. Okay, so if this is a work connection, which I kind of feel like it is, um, then it's somebody above you that is going to is not, maybe you're above them, or they're above you in terms of like your rank and position at work, and so it makes it a little difficult. Or you may have friends or people that are not fans. Okay, sometimes our friends don't like who we date, and that's okay. Oh yeah, I need a change in perspective. Hangman upright, more Pisces energy. I feel like there's a Pisces involved in this connection. Um, The Hangman upright is about needing to change your perspective, needing to see things in a different way. So there's somebody that has to be convinced, and it could be this Queen of Swords. You could also have a mom, a sister, a friend, somebody around you who is very direct, who could be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, somebody who's really got a lot of sway with you. Okay, that person might have to change their perspective about him. So, let's see what I want to pull. I haven't used the Medicine Woman Tarot in a long time, and I thought it would be fun to use it today. Seven of Stones. Okay, so we are definitely back to the work. Oh, I didn't even mention the Queen of Pentacles, who was the bottom of the deck. I mean, I think this is a good match. I think you guys are a good match. We have the King and the Queen, both focused on the material realm, both focused on security, right? The only problem could be that maybe, and this isn't for everyone, but for some of you, you might have a hard time with how you might have a, well, I don't know. I think you're a good match. I think you're a good match. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Seven of Stones. Here we have like a little hut. The person is bringing more, kind of bringing things into it, and the seven. We had the beautiful Chariot, the spiritual message and connection here. Okay, let me read to you from the Seven of Stones. Let me look this up in the Oracle book. Seven of Stones. Okay, stones are about resources, much like the coins here. The seven is reap a bountiful harvest. It's the North, Winter, Night, Pentacles, resources. Reap a bountiful harvest. So I think that the outcome here in this connection is a good one. I think there is the ability for you two to build a home together. There's just a little bit of a needing to either change somebody's mind perspective, or there's just people around that might not be on board, but that doesn't matter. It matters how you feel. This could be a connection that comes about in the winter time. Okay, you see the snow on the ground. Um, but yeah, this is very much about building something together. Two very sort of practical people that really wants security. Okay. And you see that this is the man bringing the resources into the little hut, right? So he is very traditional, and that's what I got out of him. He's the one that wants to be the provider, right? That could be what maybe some of your friends or this female energy around you has an issue with. That's totally personal preference. So you're going to decide how you feel about that. But overall, yes, it's coming through as a really nice connection. Okay, I'm going to pull you a message from my deck, the Aphrodite Love Oracle, and see what Aphrodite has for you about this person. What do we have for number one, please? It's a goodie, and it's a seven. Fire, Aphrodite's passion, fireplace, heat, desire, warmth. Number 43, they burn for you. Oh, I love it. So it's looking good. That's your reading for today about your next boyfriend. Please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave, like this video, write your comments below. And if you'd like a private reading, I do 3-card and 6-card. You can ask a love question or you can get a general reading. It's video recorded just like this, and you watch it right here on a private link. It takes about a week. I try to get them done less. It depends on what the volume of requests are. So go ahead and check those links out below if you want to book a reading. I'm sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, number 2, you're drawn to the Wheel of Fortune message today. And the Wheel of Fortune symbolizes cycles. It symbolizes karma and the constant change of life. And it's about opportunities flowing to you when it's upright. Anything is possible. Um, it's like change is coming, a positive cycle is coming, a positive change is coming, um, and you just have to take advantage of it. It's like it's good luck. It's connected to the planet Jupiter, which is connected to the sign Sagittarius, and in the ancient, it's connected to Pisces. So there's some sort of good luck, good fortune coming your way. Okay. So we're going to find out about your next boyfriend. Get as many messages and as much excuse me, information as we can. I'm also going to pull cards about your connection, how you meet, and sort of the outcome of the connection. What do we have for number 2? Ooh, Queen of Cups. She came up in number 1's reading, so if you feel called to at the end of this, you can check that out. I knew that 10 of Pentacles was coming through. I keep seeing it when I'm shuffling. Oh. Well. Okay, so this is somebody who has had a very hard time or is having a hard time. We don't know. This could be recent past, present, going into the future. But this person's had a hard time leaving a connection, leaving a situation, I kind of feel like it's leaving home, to be honest. I feel like it's leaving home. Um, Either like moving away from their birth family or um, not being as connected or starting a relationship. I just feel like they've had a hard time moving on from something and they know something's missing and they really want a love relationship. There's the 9th cup. Here it is. But they've had a hard time. Now, this could be someone who is in a relationship or connected to female water sign energy, okay? It could also be that this is what they're searching for. They really want someone who's very kind and compassionate and emotionally available, okay? And that's what they're looking for. We do have the only symbol of, look at that, the eclipse, an eclipse there. So this could be connected in terms of timing to a big shift or change coming for this person around an eclipse. So that could be the upcoming eclipse season, which is this fall. Okay, so it could be September, October timeframe when this person finally makes this decision to leave whatever they're leaving behind. Okay, I do feel like there's some connection to the family, to support from the family. This is like, I think it's interesting because we have 2 10s. You started with the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and now we have the 10 of coins or the 10 of Pentacles. This is about like ancestors. This is about ancestral homes, money, inheritance. But I also think of it as career, because the 10th house in astrology is your public, standing, your career. It's connected to the sign Capricorn. So there could be something about this person leaving a work situation or making a big public change and something that maybe their family isn't happy about. I kind of feel like, listen, they could be in a connection with someone that their family really loves but isn't right for them, and they're having a hard time leaving it because of that, okay? Or this could have been the story that happened to them in the past, okay? Yeah. It could also be that they're in a connection with someone, or were married to, or in a connection with someone for financial reasons, or it's hard to leave because of something having to do with money. Okay. I do feel like there could be some sort of conflict here with family, with a family business. Maybe that's it. Maybe they really want to focus on love and finding love. They want a relationship, they want a connection, but like their family business has gotten in the way because their family sort of has a lot of sway over them. Um, and so that's why they haven't been able. I feel like this person is either somebody who's been married, is married, or who's never had anyone. It's like I feel like it's one or the other. It's like an extreme there. Um, so we have a lot of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Um, but I just feel like this person has had to sort of learn how to fill up their own cup, their own emotions. I'm not sure. Um, Yeah, I just feel like there's some sort of frustration here around relationship. And I feel like it's somehow connected to this queen, or this person is they have a hard time expressing their emotions, maybe because of their family. Maybe their family wasn't very expressive. I don't know. I can't tell. I just know that this person feels stuck for whatever reason. I'm going to pull more cards on them before I move on. Wow. So that was the bottom of the deck, and here it is again. The Nine of Wands reversed wanted to come through. Uh, a little bit of somebody who's been through a lot, somebody who is worn down a little bit. I wonder. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this is about, uh-huh. This is about, this person is definitely worn down. I feel like it's kind of my first thought, which is like they've been through a divorce or a relationship situation, something where they've been maybe taken advantage of to the point where they're exhausted and they have to take care of themselves because they're so burnt out. So I'm like, okay, and how do you figure into all this? How do you two meet? This is kind of giving me a lot about this person's past. But let's see what's coming up in the future for them. And what are they like? Why don't I pull one more card just to see a little bit more about them? Because the story that's coming out is more about like their past love situation. Aha, look at them. I like them. They have a lot of passion inside. They're exciting. They have all this to give. It's just been suppressed. I'm glad to see that because I was like, okay, well, what are the positives here? Um, I think this person has a lot of passion, very attractive, really wants to have a very strong connection. They have lots of feelings. It's just been, like I said, it's been blocked in some way, but it won't be for long. Okay, let's see how you two connect. How do you meet? Ooh, Four of Cups, Six of Wands, Four of Swords reversed. I think this is somebody, I think this is somebody that you may have known before or may have been interested before, or they have may have been interested in you before, and now they're coming back. See? It's like I wasn't able to ask you out before, or I wasn't able to date you because of whatever was going on in my life, but I really wanted to. Okay. And I feel like this is somebody that is close by, but I feel like you may have rejected them once, or they may have been um, figuring it out. You know, this is like that energy of them being stuck, sort of, that Eight of Cups reversed in some sort of situation. It's taken a while. The Knight of Pentacles is really slow. So I feel like this is somebody that you may have known, that you may know or knew in the past. I feel like it's coming back. I feel like it's close by. So this would be somebody that lives near you, somebody that's connected to you, um, somebody that has had to sort of sort through a lot in their life before they were ready to make this offer. It could even be a situation where you're like, oh, I like this guy, and then nothing happens. It takes a little bit before you're like, I thought we had a connection, but maybe not. And you did have a connection, definitely. It's just that they had to sort through whatever's going on here. They were having a hard time uh, wrapping up something that definitely needed to be wrapped up, okay? Now, I'm going to pull you a card from the Medicine Woman, which I haven't used in so long. Let's see what the advice is, or the outcome, the overall connection between you and this person. What do you need to know today? Two of Pipes. Ooh. You can see she's smoking her pipe there. Pretty little background. There's somebody on a canoe off in the distance. Can you see that? Interesting. Twos are obviously about decisions and choices. Let me read to you from the guide. Okay, so pipes are the east, they're spring, they're dawn, they're, for a time period, early morning. Wands, so we're looking at wand energy, and channels. Okay, the two is the message of recognize the call to act. That makes me laugh because I feel like you might be a little bit frustrated, okay, that this person takes a while, okay? And I think for them, it's going to be really important to get in the canoe and get to you, okay? Stop dragging your feet, because this is a connection that you guys are going to have to, like, see how he almost looks bored? He's like, listen, I'm so focused on these past connections or other things going on in my life or whatever, that I may even miss this offer. And this person is definitely blocked. So between the two of you, it's going to be really important to plan, to connect, to make an effort, because there is some sort of external block. I don't know exactly what it is, but I love the fact that you got Two of Pipes and we have the Knight of Wands. So this is a need to take action. This person needs to move it. That's what I'm getting, because if they don't, they're going to miss out on you, because you're going to get bored of it and say, nope, not doing it, especially if you do know who they are, or if you did know them before, you're going to be like, I'm not sitting around and waiting for this. Okay. But there is potential. And it looks like spring is the time period. Okay. Now it's interesting because you pulled the Wheel of Fortune. That's what you were drawn to. And it feels like this person's energy is shifting for the better. They've been through something negative. I think this is actually that for them. So that's kind of cool. And this is about making plans, Two of Wands. Okay, now I'm going to pull you one final message from my deck, the Aphrodite Love Oracle. Blue. Oh, look, and she's got a blue outfit on. Aphrodite's color, ocean, sky, eyes, dress, number 50. Show your true colors. Yeah, you both have to be really upfront and honest about your feelings. The color blue could be your favorite color. It could be what you're wearing when you meet. It could be this person's eye color. But blue is definitely part of this connection. Ooh, exciting. Okay, please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave if you haven't yet. It's free, it's easy, and it helps me continue to bring free content to you. The more subscribers, the more my videos get out there, and then I can keep coming back. Also, if you want a private reading, I offer 3-card and 6-card readings here, filmed just like this one. You watch it on a private link. You can ask any question. You can also get a general reading if you're interested, okay? So that's your reading for today. I am sending you lots of love. Hi, number 3. You chose the Fool card, and the Fool card is all about the beginning. It's a fresh start. It's the very first card in the tarot. It's about stepping off the cliff into the unknown on this incredible journey. So this can indicate somebody who's adventurous, somebody who's about to have a new beginning, a fresh start, somebody who needs to take a leap of faith. It can be connected to Aquarius energy. It can be connected to Aries energy. It's that energy of I am going for it. I don't know what's up ahead. The dog here could even be, you know, kind of warning you, or like warning the person, hey, wait a minute, you're about to go over a cliff, but they don't care, you know? So it can be a sign of an adventure, a sign of a new relationship, a fresh start, a new beginning. But let's see how this connects with your next boyfriend. First, we're going to pull cards for you about their energy. Who are they? What are they like? Then how you meet, and kind of your overall kind of advice about the connection or outcome. First, let's start with the person. Oh, King of Swords. That's Aquarius energy. And we had the Fool, so we've got, I'm feeling this Aquarius energy. We have more swords, 5 of Swords. Also air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. About communication, sometimes conflict, knowing when to let it go. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Tower. Ooh. Okay, so let's start with the King of Swords. So, as I said, the King of Swords is connected to Aquarius energy, and he's a very smart guy, somebody who is much more sort of practical. He goes with his mind more than his heart. He has a lot to share. He has a lot of like clarity. Like, he is a leader. He can kind of see what's best. He knows, you know, he's just got like a lot to say, but he also comes from a place of knowing. He's very much confident. He knows who he is. He's very direct. He says what he feels, and he's not intimidated, I don't think, by a lot of people. Okay. Now, with the 5 of Swords here, this can indicate that he's been in some sort of conflict. Okay, 5s are change and conflict. There's 2 other people walking away. They've dropped their swords. He's got 2 swords on his shoulder, 1 sword in his hand. And it looks like he's won the battle, but it's like this, they might come back, you know? So I feel like there's some sort of conflict with him. It could be connected to something he said. It could be connected to work. It could be him leaving his job, okay, because he has certain values about the way he wants to do things. And there could be people around him that he has to kind of battle. It can be, this can mean that he has to choose his battles wisely, especially at work. I feel like because he is so direct, sometimes it gets him in trouble. He really is focused on perfection, I think. I think he is a really hard worker. I think his career is really important to him. The Knight of Wands reversed. I do feel like he is a little bit frustrated. Like he has a lot that he wants to do, which could be that Fool card. And he's maybe been working really hard towards a goal at work or learning a skill at school. And it's like he has all of this passion and all of these things he wants to do. And he's a little bit frustrated. And I think there's something here about work and freedom when it comes to this person, but let me pull some more cards. I'd like to know more about the Knight of Wands here, reversed. It is about work, money. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So let me take a sip of my tea. I do feel like this person could be making a change with career. I think they're very frustrated wherever they are. I think that this fight or this disagreement could come back. Like I think this person temporarily won, but he probably let his emotions get the best of him, which he normally doesn't do. And his frustration about this job becoming too boring and too mundane is really starting to build up. He may even lose the job, okay? Like I said, and start fresh and a new beginning. But it's okay because I feel like ultimately I think he's bored where he is and he wants to move on. That's what I'm feeling about for him. Okay, so let's see. I'm guessing that somehow you connect because of that Fool card, but let's see how the two of you connect. I am getting a strong Aquarius energy for him. Or he could just be a very direct Sag or, yeah, I kind of feel like the Sag energy, Sag Aquarius. Could just be a very direct Sag. Because he likes adventure. He's been toiling away at something. Okay, let's see. How do you meet? Look at it. See, he lost this opportunity because he was very frustrated and fed up, and then he got a new one. And there it is. It's facing the future. That's the past. So, yeah, I feel like you meet through work or some sort of financial opportunity that comes along for him. It's a new job. Yeah, it's a new job. And that's what he gets some offer. Because this is all about a new opportunity. This is about growth for finances, for your skills. Learning to manifest your dreams, putting your dreams into a practical kind of reality. So yeah, I think that the way that you two meet is through work. Okay, now let me pull. I haven't used these in a long time, and I was like, hey, medicine woman. I'm going to pull you a medicine woman message about this connection to see what the outcome, what the advice is when it comes to this person. Okay, you've got two that came out. Pierced shield. Now, isn't that funny? Did I see the tower? I feel like, was that yours? I think that was yours when I was shuffling. Anyway, So we have the Tower and we have the Six of Pipes. So kind of interesting because the Tower would indicate like some sort of unexpected, shocking, event. And you even have the lightning bolt. And I felt so much Aquarius energy. And to me, it's like that Aquarius energy is being highlighted again. So yeah, I'm feeling a very strong connection to Aquarius. Okay, so let me read from the guidebook about the message of the Tower. We, I think, understand what the Tower means, but let's read their version. The pierced shield. Long-held attitudes are being challenged and are breaking down, but you are not your attitudes. Your higher self is breaking out of its shell. The phoenix rises from the ashes. A greater person is emerging. How cool is that? I feel like it's interesting because you got two cards, and I feel like that's his card and this is your card. And I love the Six of Pipes. Look at that with this sweet deer. Okay, let me read to you from the Six of Pipes. The pipes are wand energy, okay, which is really nice because we did see the Knight of Wands over here, and I did say I felt the Aquarius Sag energy. Okay, and as we know, sixes are about relationships. It's connected to the Lover's card. This says, accept and receive your blessing. Wow. So it looks good. I think that this person's sort of big change in their life ends up being good for both of you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more from the Aphrodite. This is my deck, the Aphrodite Love Oracle. I want to see what message Aphrodite has for you today about this connection. Fig tree, Aphrodite's tree, family, support, friends, help. Number 19, you will be supported. So it looks like friends and family are on board. This is great news. That is your reading for today. Please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave if you haven't yet. It's free, it's easy, and it helps me bring back more content free to you every week. So be sure to do that. Write your comments below, say hi, tell me what you thought of today's reading. Let me know where you're listening from. I love saying hi to all my friends out there. And if you'd like a private reading, I do 3-card and 6-card readings, videotape just like this. Use the link below. It takes about a week for you to get your video, and you watch it right here on a private viewing link so no one else sees it. And you can ask me any love question you have, or get a general reading if you'd like, okay? Have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, number 4, you were drawn to the message of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about balance. She has the balance of the practical realm and the spiritual realm. She's connected to very spiritual energy. She can be a mentor. She can be you. It's really about trusting your inner knowing and really connecting deeply with that truth that you know and you have inside you, right? So it's about really accessing that and trusting your intuition above all else. So it'll be interesting to see how this message of the High Priestess connects with your love energy. So we're going to look at messages about your next boyfriend. I'm going to start with their energy and get a reading for them. Then I'm going to do a reading about how you meet, and then an overall message of advice or outcome, like how will this relationship go. So let's get started with them first. Wow, it's funny, I have shuffled these very well in between each group, and the Ten of Pentacles, I think, has come up twice. Reversed, I believe, both times. Kind of interesting. That's how it goes sometimes. There's similar themes. There are messages that want to get out there. Knight of Cups. Those just fell. Ooh, okay. It's kind of interesting because if you think about balance, right? The head and the heart, the practical and the spiritual with the high priestess. And now we got two knights facing off. One is very head, one is very heart. Intuition and knowledge. Interesting. I have and the queen showed up too. Yeah, I feel like it might have been number one, group number one. So if you're feeling called to after you watch this, you might want to listen to that reading too. Okay, Six of Wands, overall success, good. So this is what I'm feeling about this guy. First, we're starting with right off the bat, the 10. 10s are change. This is like, kind of an end of a chapter here. But it's connected to money, to family, to resources. A lot of times when this comes up, it can be like a lack of support from family. It can be, like family is just not supporting this person in their future or financially, or problems with like an inheritance, or it can also be connected to the career. 10th house is the career in astrology or public standing. There's something about this person that has either struggled because like made it on their own kind of thing, because sometimes I see made it on their own with that 10 of Pentacles reversed. Sometimes it's about like difficulties with family not approving of relationships. Sometimes it's being so caught up in money and material wealth and things like that that you're not focusing on emotions and feelings. And it could be that for this person. So it's kind of interesting. What I think these two represent is the conflict within this person. They want to go towards the future as the Knight of Cups, right? This person has a good heart. They want to offer love, okay? There's a bit of a hold up here, though. The horse is not charging ahead. There's a little river they have to cross. Okay, they want to go. They're a little bit, I feel like there's a little bit of a hesitation right there, and with the emotions. And then what's battling them is this practical side, right? Which is going towards the past. Like, no, you can't do that because, maybe the family won't like it, or maybe you don't believe that it can happen for you because your family was so, toxic or something like that, right? But this person has conflict within themselves, past and future. But this is what they're searching for. They want that stability, that security. They want someone who's nurturing. They're looking for a wife or a traditional family situation. That's what they want. But their head and their heart are in conflict, and it has something to do with their family or with their work, like they work for their family or their family company. You did get the Six of Wands in the bottom of the deck, so I think this person's going to be successful in connecting with their intuition, in really allowing their emotions to come out. But it's a little bit of a battle, okay? I'm going to pull another card on the 10 of Pentacles to see if we can get any more info about that. Oh, yeah. They have, I hate to say it, but there's somebody around them or family around them, which is like left them feeling like they're trapped. Left them feeling like insecure about expressing themselves. They're so tied up. It's like, I feel bad, but it's reversed. So I feel like they're coming out of it, which is good. I feel like they're breaking away from that situation, whatever it is. Okay, now I'm going to pull a card for how you meet. I think these two want to come out. Aw. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Interesting. Okay. Because we had the Eight of Swords here, that sort of feeling of being less than or being made to feel like you're trapped in a situation, you have no way out. Back to that mental stuff with the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords reversed. And it came through with the Six. And we had the Six of Wands. This is the Six of Cups. This is such an innocent, sweet connection. It's like you meet this person, I feel, close to home. It's either where you grew up, where you're from, or they really remind you of that. There's something about your childhood memories. There's something about your roots that connect you with this person. And it's really a sweet connection. The Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, this could be... I don't like the Queen of Swords when she's reversed. She's kind of mean. I feel like there's someone mean here, okay? Yeah. Or again, it's this conflict of actually expressing yourself. I'm going to pull more. It's either someone around this situation, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or it's this inability to speak up. I feel like this person has very strong feelings for you, and it's a really nice connection. Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. They just have a little bit of difficulty expressing it. That goes back to them learning how to balance the energy of the High Priestess, to trust themselves, trust their intuition, and allow their emotions to come out. So they will do it. It's just doesn't come easy. Aw, okay, that's fun. So you could also meet them through some sort of creative project, through another fire sign, through a fire sign friend, like somebody who's really fun, somebody who's exciting, somebody who loves to go on adventures. You could have a friend like that, a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries person. But yeah, it's about some sort of creative thing. It could be like a concert. It could be a class you're taking. It could be a trip. You could be traveling home for some reason if you don't live home. Or you could be with a friend, like I said, who's really adventurous, who kind of drags you along, and that's how you meet this other person. Yeah, it's some sort of adventure, something fun, something creative that brings you together. And it's very sweet and very romantic. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, I haven't used the Medicine Woman in a while, and I decided today is the day. I'm going to see what the Medicine Woman has for you about this connection. Advice, kind of the outcome, anything you need to know overall. Five of Bowls. Look, oh wow, it's cups. He's holding it up and she's walking away. Oh no. No. Okay, bowls are the west. They're the fall. Sunset is the time period. Oh, so it's a little different than the traditional tarot. So the five is let go of your gift of love. Which is interesting about that is you could look at this as the Five of Cups, which is like sorrow and someone walking away. I'm going to pull one more. But it's weird because I feel like this person isn't speaking up. It's like all of this tells me that there is potential here. But I'm going to pull one more. Rebirth. The Sun card. So yeah, it's what I thought. It's this person is learning how to love. Now, it could, you know, it could be tough for them to really learn how to express themselves. I think it's worth trying. I think that the Sun card kind of takes over any sort of negative card, like the Five of Cups. I do think this person's overcoming a lot with that Eight of Swords. I think there is potential. Maybe it's short term, okay? Maybe you end up walking away, right? But you also have rebirth with the mother and father and the little baby. I guess I would say, I'm doing what you're not supposed to do. Just keep pulling cards till you get the answer you want. Now, I'm going to be serious now. Okay. I want an outcome card. I'm going to be very specific. Final outcome of this connection. Because even the cards feel funny to me. It's like, wow, I got Two of Pipes before. So isn't that interesting? Yeah, I would watch the other reading. So I love this. See the guy in the canoe? She's sitting there playing. It's going to require a lot of planning, okay? It's going to require planning, but I believe it's worth it because I asked for a definitive card, so I am optimistic about this one, okay? I was rooting for this connection. Pipes is East, Spring, Dawn, and it's the Wands. The two is recognize the call to act. Yeah, it's like, I just feel like this person really needs to step it up with you. And if they do, which, you know, this is of this moment in time and all of this can change. And there's a lot of different people listening. So it's a general reading. So there's a lot of different people. Some of them are going to overcome it. They're going to take the call to action. They're going to overcome the block. They're going to express themselves. And if they do that, then they have a rebirth. Okay, then they have an opportunity. If they don't, you'll walk away. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so now, one last card, your Aphrodite Love Oracle message for today is pomegranate, Aphrodite's fruit, creativity. I told you, that's how you meet. Creativity, ruby, seeds, legacy. You also got the Sun card with the little baby. You're about to give birth to something. So it could go the distance. It's got potential. I told you. All right, that's your reading. Please be sure to hit subscribe before you leave. It's free, it's easy, and that allows me to keep coming back and bringing more free content. If you'd like a private reading, you can get a 3-card or a 6-card recorded video just like this. You can ask a love question or get a general reading. Use the links in the description box to book yours. It takes about a week. I record it just like this, and you watch it right here on a private link. I'm sending you lots of love. I'll talk to you soon.